Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business. And your business is our business.
All right. So in my household, we now receive the AARP magazine.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that for like really?
I think aren't you due to get your AARP subscription soon?
Heck no.
I think it's once you're in your 50.
Yeah, that's what 50. I said. Heck no.
You are really close.
I am not.
I remember when my husband first got his subscription notice.
Hardly middle age.
Because I think it comes when you're still 49.
No.
That it's coming, and so you have time to sign up for it. And he's appalled.
Used to the fact that you're old.
Right. He was just absolutely appalled that he was old enough to get the AARP magazine. But I'll tell you what, it came over the weekend, and I was enamored by it.
You were enamored?
These are my people.
That word shows an affection, a love for.
Kevin Costner's on the cover.
Yeah,
John
hot.
Stamos is in here. Goldie Hawn.
Goldie's hot.
Diane Lane, which I always thought if there was ever going to be a movie made about me, I wanted Diane to play me.
Really?
Or maybe I could play Diane Lane. I just love her. Terry Hatcher's in here, Tom Selleck, Annie Lennox.
Our people.
Every time I turn the page, I'm like, oh, look, there's another one. There's another somebody I love. And some really fun articles. The advertisements have me freaked out over some of the health issues that are coming down the pike.
Yeah, old people get poop squirts.
I wasn't going to
No, that's what
that.
They advertise poop squirt pads.
They did. Yeah, I was like, oh, is that part of the problem?
Yeah, whatever you do, don't laugh too hard.
Okay, I really wasn't going to share the details. I was just noticing
sharing the details.
what the advertisements were for once you hit age 50. It's a lot different than in Glamour magazine and Vogue and all of that. But in here, Eric, there's an article, The Good News About Bad Habits.
Oh, good. This is an article for me. I mean, when I get there.
When you get there.
And
so
it's a long time away.
It's not that long.
It really is.
It is not that long.
I am nowhere near my 50s.
Okay, so there's some bad habits. The good news about bad habits of things that we think are bad, but they're not so bad. Oh. And we're going to talk about that. But before we get there, there's some bad habits that you still really are just bad habits.
Oh, name one.
One is multitasking, typing, talking, and watching TV, like doing all that, like have your computer on.
It's not a bad habit. That is an exercise in futility.
They say, simply put, multitasking is a fantasy.
That's it. It's not a bad habit. It is a fantasy. I agree with that.
The brain cannot
I
do.
could have written an old person's magazine article.
Actually, there was stuff in here I could completely relate to. They say drinking diet soda, bad habits
really
will
bad.
Always be bad, higher risk of developing diabetes, all sorts of bad issues with diet soda.
And it never saved anybody a pound.
No. Diet soda, always bad. And you don't have to exercise every day.
We agree with that.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm so glad that we're our exercise regimen over at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is only 2 times a week.
Well, we really should go 3, but we managed to go twice.
Nobody got time for that.
That's kind of the problem. But they say you actually need to recover from a previous workout and energize before you exercise again. So, and especially if you're coming down with something. So exercising every day is a bad habit for old people.
Coming down with something?
Like a little cold or something. You should let your body recover. You shouldn't exercise while you're sick. You definitely shouldn't play like a rousing round of football.
Did you see Peyton Manning? Holy cow.
Yeah, you shouldn't play football if you're sick either.
Props to that boy.
But we'll get to some bad habits, because I think, Eric, when it comes to bad habits, you are my king of bad.
What are you talking about?
See, look at that. You can be the king of bad.
I can be the king of something.
Yeah, bad habits.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you want to be that bad boy. You want that bad boy image. You wear your leather jacket.
I thought it was you that wanted me to be that bad boy image.
You are. You have totally lived up to it.
No, I'm not a bad boy. In fact, anybody who knows me knows I am quite the opposite of a bad boy.
I know, he is
I
a
am
complete teddy bear.
quintessential gentleman.
All right. You want to coffee for coffee for breakfast?
Oh.
Is that a bad habit?
Heck no. That's a necessity.
It is a necessity.
IV tap.
They say
60
it's not
cc's per minute. Stat.
so bad. Breakfast is vital. But if the most physically demanding thing you do is boot your computer, that's you.
What? I don't boot
First thing reboot your computer in the morning?
I don't reboot.
You don't even do that?
Heck no, I leave it on.
You can get away with little or no breakfast. Missing this meal does not affect weight, cholesterol, or your resting metabolism. Really? I know breakfast is supposed to be, but once you get older, you can skip it.
I have a rusty metabolism?
Except for you do get up really early. My dad, I was
I
talking to him about
poop squirts.
Stop it. We were talking about sleeping in on Saturday. And I said, yeah, I'm going to sleep in. He says, I am too. I've had a rough week, lots going on. I think I'm going to sleep in until 7 a.m. That's not sleeping in. That's not sleeping in.
It is for your dad.
It is for my dad.
It's up at dark 30.
So having just coffee for breakfast, not such a bad habit.
More of those habit talks throughout the rest of the show, so you want to make sure you stay tuned in. This hour has been brought to you by the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting gets your bookkeeping done, and it's more than just preparing your taxes. Give Philip a call or check out bythenumbersb&a.com. And by the way, have you planned? Are you ready? Are you going to the Success Unleashed seminar?
January 16th and 17th. Sign up today before it's too late. It has actually been an overwhelming response in the signups.
It's going to be so much fun.
Find them at infinitenation.com. You're going to kick off your 2015 like no other. We're going to be amazing in 2015, getting our vision on with the Success Unleashed Summit.
When we come back, it's science on the Experience Pros radio show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
When you're diagnosed with a brain condition, it takes more than just a doctor to help you live the best life possible. Choose Colorado Neurological Institute's Neuro Health Center for all your neurorehabilitation needs. The Neuro Health Center is an outpatient neurorehabilitation clinic in Englewood, offering counseling, care navigation, speech, occupational, and physical therapy services, and all services are delivered in one location. Call today, 303-788-4010. That's 303-788-4010, or visit online at thecni.org.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
You have a business and your business needs a phone system other than your cell phone. Now you have a solution. Perfect Cloud Solutions is the perfect answer to your phone system needs. Specializing in affordable voice-over internet protocol phone systems, Perfect Cloud Solutions has exactly what you need. And best of all, it fits within your budget. Call today and stop sharing that one-line handheld unit in the office. 855-771-VoIP. That's 855-771-8647. Or check them out for yourself at perfectcloudsolutions.com. Perfect Cloud has your perfect phone solution.
Give your beloved the holiday gift of a lifetime. A week-long Alaskan cruise featuring a romantic couples retreat this June. Noted relationship coaches and authors Jim and Ruth Sharon serve as your guides to develop a deeply soulful relationship with your partner as you delight in some of the world's most beautiful scenery. Reserve your place today on Celebrity Cruise Line Solstice Ship during the spectacular summer solstice tour and retreat. Get all the details and enroll at energyforlife.us/events. That's energyforlife.us/events.
Dana Lash after Grassroots Radio Colorado on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something I think you'll understand. When I say that something, I want to hold your hand.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Do you want to hold my hand?
Nope.
What do you mean?
You asked me a question, I answered it.
No.
But you know what? Your hand tells you much more about you than you might imagine. And we've got a great guest expert who's going to talk about something scientific, not
palm reading, but
scientific hand analysis.
Scientific hand analysis. According to our next guest, Jayne Sanders, she actually changed careers and became a scientific hand analysis, and her life hasn't been the same ever since. She talks about how the lines in your hand match the neural pathways in your brain.
I didn't even know I had neural pathways.
You know what? It's fantastic. But she can talk about the challenges in your life, special gifts that you have, all these talents right from the lines in your hands. Jayne, welcome to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Thank you, Angel and Eric. How are you guys this morning?
Jayne, we're doing fantastic. Although, I don't know. How do I get past the stigma that scientific hand analysis is boogity, future telling? It's not.
No, it's not. No, and Angel said it perfectly. The lines in your hands actually mimic the neural pathways in your brain. So there is no predictive element to it.
This makes such sense, and it makes, because, we are fearfully and wonderfully made, in my humble but accurate opinion. How did you get involved in this process of scientific hand analysis?
Looking for my own purpose, Eric. I was, corporate background, MBA, and after many years in that world became unfulfilled and bored, and I knew I was supposed to be helping people in deeper ways, but I had no idea what that looked like, and I kept trying to figure it out myself and waiting for the epiphany, but it never came. So I literally started Googling for how do I find my life purpose, and read a couple books, and that didn't help, and tried this, tried that, tried a lot of different modalities, and then ran across a teleseminar talking about scientific hand analysis, and the scientific part appeased my anal MBA skepticism.
Yeah. What's the scientific part, though, Jayne? What
the lines in your hands mimic the neural pathways in your brain. Neurologists are getting involved in this, Eric, and geneticists, because there are similarities in families, and I've even found similarities in groups. But when you think about it, wouldn't God, spirit, source, whatever your beliefs are, help us with a blueprint in our hands to express and live what we're really meant to do, our life purpose,
I think
what might be keeping us from that.
So, Jayne, we've all gone to the circus or, the fair, and this is our lifeline, this is our romance line, this is how many, kids you're going to have by your little thing.
Fork in the road is where Angel met me.
At least that's what we've been told. So what is it in our hand that helps us define what am I supposed to do in my life? Like, what is it? What kind of things can you see? Are we people person? Are we more analytical? Should we get that job driving cars?
Yes, all that. It does give you your innate life purpose, what you're good at, how you're meant to make a difference in the world, and the gifts you have to help you accomplish that. Now, it's not a specific job description. That would be a little too easy.
Sure.
And also, I wouldn't believe it if somebody told you that. And then also, what's keeping you from it? The challenges and blind spots that are causing obstacles and challenging you to not be able to step into your life purpose and live it. And to me, my experience is, for myself and all my clients, unless you're on purpose and living what you're really meant to do and addressing those blind spots and challenges, it is very unlikely that you're going to have the depth of joy and fulfillment and abundance that you're meant to have and that everybody deserves.
So, Jayne, can you give me an example of somebody that came to you, they're just really struggling with their life's direction, and some of the insight that they were able to get from working with you at precisionwisdom.com?
Yes, one woman actually was on purpose, wanted to confirm that, had many, many gifts, and that's a big deal because they're quite rare and they can cause their own issues, which is a whole nother radio show, but that's very important to know about them. And she had many gifts and was not being able to pay her bills. And within 2 months, just from her words, stepped into and really owned those gifts, embraced them, believed in herself, had the confidence because she heard about them from an outside expert. And that gave her, more confidence in them. And she made $28,000 in one weekend within 2 months, and just recently called me and made her second goal of 6 figures within 6 months.
My goodness.
So,
Jayne, yeah. I want to draw attention. I come on as a voice of skepticism, not because I'm skeptical. I've met you. I believe in what you do. But because I play the role of the average listener here who is not familiar with scientific hand analysis and whatnot. This is fascinating, and I want to draw the parallel here. Many people over eons of time have gone to therapists to figure out what's going on in the neural pathways of their mind. And what we're telling them is that there's maybe a little more direct route that we can look at the lines in your hand and say, you know what, here's what you're pre-hardwired to be good at and maybe not so good at. And I think this is something that everybody needs to get connected with and at least check out, see if you're on target. Jayne, do you have a way that interested people can get connected with you?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for asking. My website is precisionwisdom.com, Precision, wisdom.com, and there's lots of information about hand analysis on that. And I don't mind if people call me.
Let's do it.
So they can 303-828-8333.
303. Go ahead.
828-8333. Now, I'm on the phone a lot with doing hand analysis, but I will return calls within a couple of days for sure.
Both Eric and I are just like, you're on the phone doing hand analysis? How's that possible?
Oh, right.
It's a digital age.
Thank you for saying that. I forget. Yes, when I don't do this in person, I can see much more through hand prints. And when somebody gets one, and by the way, I have a holiday special running now. If somebody gets a hand analysis, I mail them hand printing kit with instructions. They take their prints, mail them back to me, and then we set up a phone call. It's amazing. I have clients in Europe and all over the country.
Well, and folks, for anybody who's listening at home or at the office, you can pull up our webpage and go to the blog, because today's blog and today's show has a photo of what one of those handprints looks like. This is good stuff, Jayne. You are you're smart. You are spot on. And very, very good at what you do. Let's give that phone number again, 303-828-8333. Again, 303-828-8333. Check out Jayne's work at precisionwisdom.com. Find out your purpose and make sure that you're on track. And she can't guarantee you're going to make that, what is it, $28,000 in a weekend.
No.
But she can help you, right? Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jayne.
sorry, Eric. Yeah, there's been lots of other results as well. I mean, look at me. My whole life changed. I mean, and that's why I decided to do this. I want people to feel the way I do. And I wanted to mention real quickly, too, on my website, there's a link to an article that was on Forbes about my work. I didn't write it. The reporter did after she got a hand analysis, and it blew her away. So, it's very credible work, actually.
I think it's brilliant. Jayne, thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to join us today and share with our listeners what you do.
Oh, my pleasure entirely, Eric and Angel. Thanks so much and have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you, Jayne.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, you know what the holidays are. It's an opportunity to complain.
The Experienced Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
You are unhappy with your work and you're really confused about how you're meant to make a difference. Discover your purpose with scientific hand analysis conducted by Jayne Sanders of PrecisionWisdom.com. Accurate and life-changing information can be found in the lines of your hands. This is not palm reading and there's no telling the future. The lines in your hands mimic the neural pathways of your brain. They reveal what you're truly made to do and what will hold you back. Contact Jayne today for yourself or as a holiday gift for a loved one. 303-828-8333 or online at PrecisionWisdom.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's cover your assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Everyone wins when you partner with Mary Beth Stencil and her Paid to Save network. Put your daily deals on the Paid to Save app for free and start making money every time someone clicks on your offer. You only pay when somebody pays you. What a great idea. And you can start making money today. No one will know of your offer until you list it, so get going right now. Visit paidtosave.com/MarriedBeth. That's save.com/MarriedBeth. Or call Mary Beth right now at 303-268-5506. That's 303-268-5506. Get paid to save and start making money today.
Are you an expert? At Experienced Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experienced Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
The Dennis Miller Show, tonight at 10 on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
You're as cold as ice.
Yeah, so what? It's winter. You're supposed to be cold as ice. This hour of the Experienced Pros Radio Show brought to you by the Numbers, Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is going to take great care of you. Your freedom, their expertise. Call them at 720-837-0860. Again, 720-837-0860, or find them online at bythenumbersb&a.com.
All right, so complaining has become a national pastime. Some of us are very, very good at it and take that complaining role
We've got 2 words for you.
very seriously. What is that?
Well, you could take notes if you want, but it's just 2 words. You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Stop it.
Here's the thing is we complain about how good things or how bad things are, even though they're truly good. And so here's an example. We complain about our high rent and mortgage payments while we live in our comfortable neighborhoods. We bemoan our sleep deprivation because our jobs and children that are great jobs and beautiful children keep us up at night. Seriously,
Hold on.
do we need some outright hardship to remind us of how great we truly have it? Well, in my AARP magazine, on my husband's AARP magazine.
Whose is it?
The good news about bad habits.
Is that the centerfold all worn out like that?
No, it's just page 14.
Pretty sure you.
It's just page 14. So here's the thing. Occasionally blowing your stack, like getting all fed up and just blowing off your stack because you're mad.
I do that.
Why it's not so bad. And here's what they say why it's not so bad. If you get steamed but you never release it, eventually you're going to blow like a shaking can of soda. My husband says I'm like that. I'm like a volcano. I'm fine. And then I erupt.
Mm-hmm.
Suppressing anger isn't healthy. So if you can blow your top every once in a while, a study out of England found that swearing provides a powerful, though harmless, emotional release, but only if you don't do it very often. And I only swear like a sailor when my husband runs over all of my items in the garage that I put out there for him to blow off with his air compressor.
Why do you put your stuff out there?
I thought he would blow off. It was all the dried, what do you call those, silk plants
had no
and all that?
responsibility on that?
Well, I just couldn't believe he ran over
Apparently, it was your responsibility to swear like a sailor
and
wear out the centerfold of Kevin Costner.
Well, I'm trying to keep a little, we don't have a whole lot of space here. So here's nothing induces as much groaning and whining throughout the year as the holidays do. So enough is enough. If you have to complain about something this holiday season that isn't a second head growing out of your neck, bankruptcy, or a surprise serial killer spouse, then according to Jennifer Schatz over at Cafe Magazine, she says, shut up and sit down.
Shut up and sit down. Here are some of the shut up worthy gripes. You know, those house guests, you know, having to have extra bodies crowding your couch, talking to you when you just want to watch TV after a long day. Shut up.
How lovely it is to have people who want to come to your home and spend the holidays with you.
And by the way, you have a home.
and house guests and people who love you and want to spend time with you. How about family? Even though really they're the number one the first one, in-house guest.
Sure.
They needle you, they frustrate you, they infuriate you with their snide remarks and comments with a single raised eyebrow or a shift in tone. They cause you to revert to a cranky 7-year-old.
Yeah, but you know what? They're your family and you're theirs. So give or take one or two of them, you're going to miss them when they're gone. You know, we give the little asterisk just in case.
How about this one? We complain about eating too much.
No, we do not.
Well, some people do.
If
it was really a problem, don't do it. So
right?
Stop eating.
Close the pie hole.
But complain that you have too much abundance, that's just rude.
What?
That's just rude. Although I feel like I ate my way through yesterday, and you do. You feel
what's just
miserable.
Rude? Complaining what?
That you have too much food in abundance at your house.
Said nobody ever.
Well, but we do. Oh, I ate too much.
Oh, well, if you ate too much, close your pie hole.
Okay. We also complain about spending too much.
Spending?
Spending. You are not actually contractually obligated to spend more than you have on anybody else, on other people, on gifts.
Like Jane Sanders said, that's a whole nother show.
That's a whole
we can
nother
talk
show.
About that all day long.
So if you spent too much, that was your choice. No, you put that pressure. It's all self-absorbed pressure on how much you choose to spend.
You know, today we're getting ready to do our annual work party.
I know, right? But people complain about that.
Complain about work parties.
Work parties. You have a job.
Silence.
People complain about their friends who are vegetarians, vegans, gluten-free-gans.
Pesco-what-tarians.
Yeah.
What?
But
stop it.
You have friends who have beliefs and cares about their bodies. And they want to have dinner with you and they want to eat with you. So
make the fish or veggies.
Or put out the cauliflower. Yeah. They'll be fine.
There you go.
How about this? We complain about grandparents spoiling our children.
What? That's what they're invented for. Grandparents worked all this time to get to the place where they get to spoil your kids. And by the way, you have children and you have parents. Settle down.
It's all right. It's going to be okay.
Right.
How about this? Your children ask too much because they're tiny, entitled consumers.
No, we should still complain about that.
Well, if they are tiny, entitled consumers, it's because we are tiny, entitled consumer enablers.
That's right. Turn off the TV. Don't let them watch the commercials.
It's okay. They're going to be okay if they don't get every single thing on their wish list.
What about the people who complain about the weather?
All right. So here was something. I found myself doing this. We hadn't had snow for so long.
Right.
And of course, every time it snows, we're all mad that it snows because we don't have to drive in the snow and it's too cold and the ice and blah, blah, blah. But then it wasn't snowing at all. And now it didn't look like Christmas.
Right.
Where's the snow? It's about time it snowed.
Buddy of mine got all prepared over the weekend for this snow that was supposed to come in over the weekend. And he says, you know what? If I didn't do anything, it probably would have snowed. But because I prepared, it didn't snow. And I'm like, settle down now.
Right.
What do you think you can do about the weather?
You washing your car absolutely causes it to rain. You cleaning your windows, forgetting to put fertilizer on your yard.
Here's a shout out to Joe Mears, a friend of mine on Facebook. He sits there and he says, we can't even tell if it's going to snow tomorrow or not. And you think you're going to be able to tell us about global warming 2,000 years from now?
That's true. Yeah. He was so funny. He says, okay, here's the 3 things of whether people say it's either going to snow 9 inches or more, a whole lot.
Right.
It's going to snow hardly at all.
Right.
Or it might kind of be a rain mixed snow, but, something in between. We're not really sure. Mm-hmm. And there's your weather forecast.
Tune in tomorrow. We'll tell you what it did.
Tell you what happened. Mm-hmm. How about this? Travel. We complain about traveling this time of year.
This is one of your favorites. You get into an aluminum tube and you fly through the atmosphere and you arrive at your destination in hours, not years.
It's amazing. The most disgruntled people on earth are all at the airport, right? And they're the ones trying to cram their bag into the overhead bin, and they're not paying attention to their seat numbers, and they're complaining they didn't get their peanuts. It is amazing that we can all get in and just be nice and be around lovely people who also want to go and visit and travel or do work or wherever instead of being in point A, we all want to be in point B, and we all get to go there together. We should be in complete amazement. But
let's face it, because of the one that we talked about with your family and those couple of people with the asterisks, that 3-hour flight might be the last 3 hours of peace and sanity that you have for another week.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Great.
Enjoy it.
Great stuff. Hey, listen, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the Google and some great tips for searching. And we could quite possibly talk a little bit more about your bad habits that aren't so bad. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experienced Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
It's the most magical time of year. At Yogurtland, new seasonally inspired flavors are just waiting to be unwrapped. Whether you are going to or throwing that holiday bash, Yogurtland Catering is a delicious, one-of-a-kind dessert that everyone will love. Our festive flavors will make all your trips to and from the mall a whole lot merrier and your parties a lot more fun. Yogurtland can enter that quaint family gathering or a large office get-together. Visit your favorite Yogurtland location for more details or online at yogurtland.com. Better yet, call us at 303-578-0101.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit Riviera RivieraFinance.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I'm inviting you to sign up for the 2015 Success Unleashed Summit coming up in January. Take 2 days and put together a strategy to transform your life. You'll create a vision for your business and for your personal life, and you'll leave with a step-by-step plan for your entire year. The Success Unleashed Summit is January 16th and 17th at the Marriott in Lone Tree. When you sign up this month, the price is only $199, so register online at infinitenation.com and make that change you're ready for.
Your largest asset is your home, and when your home needs help, Hocoa Denver is your best friend. The Homeowners Club of America provides AAA service, promptly matching your service requests with approved contractors, and then following up to guarantee the job was done right. Utilities, appliances, remodeling, painting, from bricks to fencing, floors to patios, Hocoa has you covered. Become a member for the equivalent of only $4 a month. $4! Hocoa, serving homeowners with care. Sign up today, 303-906-2643. That's 303-906-2643.
Dana Lash after Grassroots Radio Colorado on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Thank you, Charlie. I love some Chicago in the morning. Who wouldn't? You know the horns. That sound is so unique.
Yeah, we should wake up to that.
What?
For your alarm clock instead of that.
No. It's the dive sound. I like that one better. It wakes me up. Hey, special thanks to By the Numbers, Bookkeeping and Accounting. They take care of amazing things, and it's not just numbers. It's a bookkeeping story, yes. An accounting story, yes. But it's the full range of business services. Everything from check writing to monthly financial statements. They're going to customize their service to work for every type of business, including yours. They also take care of your QuickBooks training and setup. Call them at 720-837-0860 or check them out at bythenumbersbnda.com.
All right, so the AARP magazine has some talks about
Association of Old Folks.
Bad habits that really aren't so bad. Bad habit of obsessively watching your favorite TV program. It's okay.
What?
It's okay because it stimulates the brains as you keep up with the complex plot, notes of pop culture.
Complex plot?
Well,
it's Friends. There's no complexity to Friends.
There's complexity. You have to remember all those sound bites.
What's Jennifer going to be wearing today? What's her hair going to look like?
Do you have a favorite TV show? Is it Friends?
No.
All right. What is it?
Yes, I do. It's Gold Rush.
Gold Rush.
Yeah.
Are there some, you've got to keep up with the storylines and the complex plot.
Todd's
it's
a
good.
moron.
Here's the thing, though.
I'm just saying.
If you must watch TV, limit your TV watching to 2 episodes at a sitting. So those of us that are Netflix.
Oh, do you do the marathons?
Well,
do you do the marathons?
Here's what happens.
She's not answering the question.
I'm going to tell you.
All right.
Counselor.
Sorry.
So when I watch a series, after the third one, the little TV thing comes up and says, "Are you still watching?" So it's almost like my little timer. Okay, that was my 3 and I'm out.
Really? Like Pandora, it comes up and says, "Are you still around?"
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're watching 3 in a row, because it automatically just goes to the next one. You don't have to say, kind of like Pandora. It just keeps playing. And so after 3, it says,
"Hey, loser."
So it says,
"Get off the couch."
Limit your TV watching to 2 episodes at a sitting instead of just binging. Those who watch more than 2 hours of TV at night have a greater incidences of diabetes and heart disease, according
and poop squirts.
If you say that one more time, I'm gonna get a squirt gun
It's in
and
the
I'm gonna put
magazine.
brown water in it and I'm gonna start squirting you.
What do you think that stain right there is?
Coffee.
Uh-huh.
Coffee.
Looks like a poop squirt to me.
Just coffee? Are you
If you
drinking
had those
coffee?
little butt cheek pads, then it would take care of it.
Bad habit number Eric is that he has misappropriate phrases.
All right, Google.
Just telling you what
Misappropriate phrasing.
the ARP says.
Here's some ways you can improve your Google search. We're all doing the Google thing, right?
Right.
You don't have to have a dictionary. You don't have to have a thesaurus. You can do it all from your smartphone. So here's some tricks on improving what you're searching for, rather than just having to get a million of something.
I'm kind of a hardcore search engine advocate here, so I'm going to see if any of these surprise me. All right.
Well, so this one I think came out early on, this little trick. And so this one is probably pretty well known, but we'll kickstart it.
Okay.
Because it's putting the quote that you're looking for, the phrase, whatever you're looking for, in quotes, quotation marks.
That way you're looking for exactly as you typed it is the exact phrase. And that came out with DOS. MS-DOS, way back in the day.
Way back. I didn't say this was new, but but for those of us who didn't have to learn DOS, because
you're too young,
we came about later
with Windows.
When we, after nerd speak,
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have to learn that. But so if you're looking for an exact phrase, you put it in quotes.
Right.
But here's a trick to the quotes. Let's say you're trying to find something, but you don't know all the words in the phrase.
Right.
You
Use the asterisk.
You can use an asterisk in there. So, example, if you're looking for lyrics, you can say,
imagine all the
asterisks,
right,
living today, or but put an asterisk in place of a word, and it will actually then bring you up the songs from all the lyrics that could possibly be. And it's like it's smarter than we are.
Well, it kind of is, because it's the Google.
It is the Google.
How about using the minus sign to eliminate results containing certain words? For in an instance, you're looking for the word Jaguar, but you don't want to talk about the car. You're not searching for a car. You're searching for the cat, right? So you type Jaguar minus car,
and rerun the search that way. Neat.
Right. By the way, I didn't know that.
You didn't?
I didn't. I've never seen a minus.
That you could minus something.
No,
I knew
I
you
did.
could plus something.
Yeah.
But you could also minus something.
I use the word and for the plus, right? I'm looking for this and that, but I did not know that you could minus.
So did you know about the verses? Do you use the verses? Comparing foods using verses. So example, rice versus quinoa.
Oh, VS.
Yeah.
The verses, that kind of verses.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to all the lonely people, and I'm like,
no. So if you're doing the plus to add, I want this and that, or I want to take out, things about the car when I'm looking for the cat, Jaguar minus car. But then you can also do the VS, versus, to compare foods next to each other, between burgers versus pizza for dinner.
I had no idea.
Isn't that kind of fun? And it'll show you side-by-sides comparisons and nutritional facts. Brown rice versus white rice.
Oh, that's smart. Did you know that you can use the Google to search news archives going all the way back to the mid 1880s?
What?
Yeah.
They have that on the internet?
Well, it used. Do you guys remember the phrase microfiche?
Yeah.
Microfilm?
Yeah.
Right? They've digitized it.
Oh.
So you can go back and search all kinds of stuff.
Newspapers and archive news from the mid 1880s. So it doesn't even have to be since the internet was created. It can be even before that. Oh, fascinating.
It is.
Fascinating stuff, this Google.
Did you know that you can go to someplace other than Pinterest and find a recipe?
You can?
Yeah, you filter search results for recipes. If you search for your favorite food and then you click search tools on the Google, you'll be able to filter recipes based on what ingredients or what cook time or how many calories.
I know you can also do the search for just images. If you type in the phrase and then you can click on the image, there's like a little image tab at the top of the bar, and you can define, it'll send you just the images, just pictures that have to do with that, which is often fun when you're looking for a post on your Facebook or maybe even on your Pinterest, I guess.
And what fun would it be if we didn't tell you about a little bit of Easter egg in the Google? Next time you're at the Google, go ahead and type in the word tilt, T-I-L-T.
What's the one? Do you remember? What was the one you would type in and it would snow on your...
I believe it's snow globe.
Is it snow globe?
I think it is.
You type in snow globe, your
Maybe make it
Google.
snow, I'm not sure.
Might just be snow.
I'm going to do it right now.
And it will type in. Did you also know that you could play the old-fashioned Atari game Breakout by searching for it on Google Images? Breakout. Atari Breakout. Search Atari Breakout with quote or without quotes. You don't need the quotes. Atari Breakout on Google Images, and you can play the game.
It works.
It works.
If you type in tilt,
it tilts your
screen.
It tilts your screen. Well, type in snow. I think it's snow.
I'll do this during the commercial break, and we'll find out right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric. We're helping you with the Google on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
The housing market is red hot right now, and if you're considering a career in real estate, you should visit newcareerrealestate.com right away. You'll find professional leadership training and a fantastic plan for developing new agents or existing agents who are looking for a serious boost to their career. Get on board with a proven team of real estate professionals and take control of your financial future. Visit newcareerrealestate.com. That's newcareerrealestate.com. Or call and speak to one of our professional representatives at 720-384-3884. That's 720-384-3884.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
It's the Winter Wonder event going on now at McDonald Volvo. Experience the safety features Volvo is known for at 0% interest for 72 months. You've pictured a brand new car? Now it's time to own it. Call Will Roughton at 303-738-4803 and he'll have your car waiting. And to help you out even more during the holiday season, Volvo will make your first payment for you. Yes, first payment plus 0% financing. And you can drive your new Volvo home today. Will Roughton is the go-to guy for the Experience Pros radio show, and he's ready to get you behind the wheel of your brand new Volvo. Visit McDonald Volvo at 6100 South Broadway in Littleton or online at mcdonaldvolvo.com.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
The Dana Show, tonight at 7 on KLZ 560.
Hi, it's Dennis Miller inviting you to join me for an entertaining blend of politics and news of the day from my hopefully unique perspective. Plus, we'll have a red carpet list of celebrity guests who will grab and keep your attention. It's time well spent that you won't want back. It's that good. Listen for The Dennis Miller Show.
The Dennis Miller Show, weeknights at 10, right here on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Ain't it fun?
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Hey, you know, this is the original home of Fan Braggin Friday. We've made Fan Braggin Friday available 24/7 on our website. experiencepros.com, the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can fan brag about anybody, whether they're on the directory or you would like them to be on the directory.
Well, and we've always done it on the phone. You could also post your fan bragging stories on our Facebook wall. And it was a great way to change, create a revolution and share kindness and share those good customer service stories. Well, with the brand new website, the brand new directory platform at experiencepros.com, you can leave your fan brags on our website for any business, anywhere, and write your fan brag right there. And to encourage that behavior, we're going to actually run a contest.
Yeah, as if that weren't good enough, we're going to actually open it up and run a contest, and we are announcing the name of it right now. You ready?
I'm ready. Is it going to be complicated?
It's the Fan Bragging Awards.
The Fan Bragging Awards.
That's it.
That's it. Easy peasy. Fan brag. You can leave your fan brag review right on our website, and all fan brag reviews are 4 and 5 stars because
it's a fan brag.
It's a brag.
Not a fan complaint.
You're going to get 4 and 5 star fan bragging reviews. The contest is actually starting in January and will run through the end of February. You can actually win the contest to be the best in your industry. And the fabulous thing is we have a category for you.
Absolutely. We do have a category for you. And it's different than some of the other contests that go around throughout the rest of the year. And you've heard us talk about some of those contests because if you don't have a category, for instance, plumber, dentist, whatever, a consultant, then you don't get to compete, and therefore you cannot ever be awarded the best of that category because the category doesn't exist. We say yes. In fact, we say
absolutely. All right, so more details and all of that fun stuff is coming down the pike, but you're going to get your fan brag on tons of reviews, 4 and 5 star reviews that will be more Google food for your business showing up in the organic search engine. All right, so some bad habits. If you intend to cut the grass but instead decide to take a nap on Sunday afternoon. Wait, okay.
That's not so bad.
Or maybe wash the car or do a little household chores. They say it's not so bad.
Take a nap.
Older adults.
Remember, this is coming out of AARP, the Association of Super Old People.
Retired persons, isn't it?
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, not old people.
Sorry, I always get that acronym.
Older adults who take a daily 30-minute nap get a much-needed midday pick-me-up without a trip to Starbucks. So, you need a little pick-me-up, take a nap.
All right.
You don't have to move to Napa. You just take a Napa.
No, I like that. Yeah, I would move to Napa.
All right. How about this? Here's a bad habit. Is you're worried that you're not Mr. Clean, that your house isn't spotless. You haven't spent all this time.
Now you're making
scrubbing.
it personal.
They say that household cleaners don't kill all the germs in the house anyways. And sometimes those sponges and cloths are actually spreading germs around your home, and you're actually making it worse when you go and clean. So
who wrote this?
I know, right? It's it's just have fun with this.
Right.
Here's the thing though. There are some areas that you must be very, very cautious about and pay attention to. Focus your energy on sanitizing some of the dirtiest spots in your house. Faucet handles, the meat and vegetable fridge bins, and toothbrush holders are your top germ trappers.
I didn't see toilet seat.
I know. I don't know why. Maybe we just assume you do clean your toilet. Like, why put it on? That would be redundant. But maybe these are some things you're not necessarily thinking of. The faucet handles, the meat bin in your fridge, and the toothbrush holders. But everybody scrubs their toilet on a regular basis and changes their sheets.
What about gossip? Gossip is a bad habit.
Well, they say it's not so bad, that sharing harmless gossip is actually a way to build a social bond and boost some positive behaviors.
Define harmless.
Well, here's the thing. When people begin to complain about a friend and try to include you in the bashing, simply say, I may have a blind spot for Tina, but I think she means well. Sure, you would.
I may have.
You haven't offended the
blind
gossipers, and more important, you haven't betrayed your friend. I think gossiping, I think it doesn't have, especially when it's about people. But you know what? You can gossip about the weather.
You can gossip about the weather?
I don't know. Something less than people. I don't know. If you weren't gossiping about people, I don't know what that leaves.
Yeah. Did you hear about Toyota?
I don't know.
I'm trying. I don't know.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to share this thing about napping.
Oh, napping?
Yeah, those that nap, who often nap for an hour plus
a day for more than an hour. You take a short siesta, but not an hour or more, because they're 32% more likely to die of any cause.
What?
Such napping may indicate other health issues.
All right, Jody Helmer is the author of this Healthy You segment
in the AARP.
It just happens to have a well-worn picture of Kevin Costner on the cover and in the centerfold.
I know, he's so sexy on the cover of that. I may have stared at him a lot longer than I probably should have. But that was fun. So, I think of Eric as the king of the bad habit.
Why?
And so now we found out some of his bad habits maybe aren't so bad. But do you have some bad habits that you wish you could break out of? Here's the thing. When we set our goals for the new year and all of our resolutions and we want to change the whole idea is because we want it to be better. We want it to be different than it was. But we tend to slide back into those familiar routines. If that's you and that's kind of been your track record, or even if it's not you, and you set those goals and you're diehard and you're held accountable, the Success Unleashed Summit is the event you'll want to be at in 2015, coming up January 16th and 17th.
Yep.
It's in Lone Tree, Colorado, and you can sign up today.
I think you should. It's filling up, and
It's filling up.
It's going to be a great event. And we get to MC it, which is one of our favorite things in all the world, because we get to hang out with the cool people and talk business for 2 days. But it's not boring, stuffy talk.
No.
It's invigorating, and it's energizing. And the speakers that Carrie has lined up, wow.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
She's got 2 days of speakers and parties and fun. It's the second annual Success Unleashed Summit.
Yep.
And you can sign up online. You can go to infinitenation.com. You can also find them at successunleashedsummit.com.
She made it easy.
Super affordable. It's like $195 for these 2 days, but you want to make it a full retreat, a getaway retreat. So I think they're even running special deals at the Marriott in Lone Tree. But you're going to create a clear and concise vision for your personal and professional life. You're going to break down the walls that have been keeping you from achieving your goals, but you're going to have a plan of action so that you don't slide back into the way you've always done it. We want different results. We've got to do something different.
Talk about some of the guest experts that she's going to have on the stage with her.
Well, Tommy Wolf.
The startup expert. I mean, enough said.
Right. She is fantastic. She will be there as part of the event. Dr. Sarah Marshall, who was a speaker at the last year's event, very popular, been asked for more. She's done some webinars over the years, this last year with Carrie. Chris and Marlo Felton.
Couples money. Listen, when you get into business, one of the first things that you might get into a fight over is money. Stop fighting, start growing together.
Well, how often really do your dreams and your vision and your goals, they go hand in hand with your finances?
Right.
And so having Chris and Marlo there is going to be fantastic. Polly Litovsky.
Oh, she walked around the world.
She's the only woman who walked around the world. She is now helping people become self-published experts. But she also wrote the book 3 Miles Per Hour. It's a fantastic read. And then, of course, Eric and I are going to be the MCs for the weekend.
We love being MCs. It is so much fun, and we promise you will have fun, and we'll keep the ship moving in the right direction on time.
Absolutely. Super duper fun. Sign up today at successunleashedsummit.com. Also, don't end the year without hiring our favorite bookkeeper, Philip Aronoff with By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Give him a call at 720-837-0860.
What a great first hour this has been. There's been no napping during this hour, I guarantee. But don't go anywhere, because we're about ready to ratchet it up, and we're going to have a whole nother hour of positive business talk coming just for you, because you are our reason why. So during this station ID, why don't you turn the volume up? Yes, I said up. And do business with the people who do business with the pros.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Field Guide to the Gross Emitter. A gross emitter is a car that spews out offensive, nauseating exhaust smoke at a high rate, also known as a junker, rattle trap, rust bucket, heap. A single gross emitter can pollute 100 times more than a new car. Why go through all the inconvenience of selling or trading in your gross emitter? After all, that old car will just continue to grossly emit. It's so much easier for you to simply donate your polluting clunker to the nonprofit Clear the Air Foundation. Your unpleasant, odoriferous hunk of junk will be crushed and recycled, so its acrid exhaust will never again darken our skies or our lungs. That way, we can all breathe a bit easier. To learn how to make gross emitters an endangered species, visit cleartheairfoundation.org. You may qualify for a tax deduction as well. That's cleartheairfoundation.org, an initiative of the Colorado Automobile Dealers Association, aired in cooperation with the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at KLZ560radio.com. This is KLZ 560. Freedom, liberty, truth.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Kay Long. No peaceful ending to a nearly 17-hour terrorist hostage drama in Australia as police stormed the Lint Cafe in Sydney following a siege by a man calling himself Sheikh Mon Haroun Manis, a well-known ISIS sympathizer on police radar for years, facing charges in cases involving sexual assault and accessory to murder. At least a half dozen people taken away by a stretcher, paramedics performing CPR on at least one person, one woman crying as she's carried out by police. During the siege, the suspect asking for an ISIS flag and to speak with the Australian Prime Minister. This man saying he was at the shop just before the siege begins.
I'm not going to buy coffee anymore from walking to buy coffee because I'm going to fear for my life. I'm going to be walking around looking over my shoulders.
This woman talking about how she changes her mind at the last minute about going to that chocolate shop for coffee.
I literally just walked up from Martin Place Station, walked up the stairs to get my coffee at the Link Cafe, and for some reason this morning I decided to get it at the station underneath. And sorry, for some reason I did that.
Reports on Australian television saying the terrorist and at least one other person killed. The CIA report accusing the agency of torture, irking many lawmakers and a former vice president. The Blaze Radio's Maury Cartel.
I have no problem as long as we achieve our objective. And our objective is to get the guys who did 9/11, and it is to avoid another attack against the United States.
More anger from former Vice President Dick Cheney at that Senate report on the CIA over their interrogation tactics after 9/11. Cheney saying the methods are effective in stopping further terrorist attacks.
We've avoided another mass casualty attack against the United States. We did capture bin Laden. We did capture an awful lot of the senior guys of Al-Qaeda who were responsible for that attack on 9/11. I'd do it again in a minute.
The Vice President on NBC's Meet the Press. I'm Maury Cartel, The Blaze News.
You've been listening to The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, 5 to 8 tomorrow morning on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
There you are. Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Very nice to have you back with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
All right, so I brought my husband's AARP magazine to work today.
Such a big thing that you.
I know, it's
your
just
husband.
Fascinating to me. But there was an article in here that talked about why sleep is so precious, and
sleep is so precious.
I love to sleep. I love to sleep in.
I'm just thinking to myself, you know what? This is the last for me, the last week of the year, and I'm going without sleep this week.
I know, and I think so many of us are. But when we sleep less, it causes all this, negativity and downsides and drama and health issues. And here's the thing, that the lack of sleep can cause the brain to shrink. And so they're not sure if a smaller brain is why it's harder to sleep.
Hold on, are we talking about the big brain?
The big brain,
Okay.
yeah. What are you talking about?
I'm just asking.
You have a little brain?
I did well.
I mean, do you have a
Some-
small brain? Maybe that's why you don't sleep well.
Some people.
Yeah, so they're talking about that you're actually harming your brain when you don't get enough sleep, and you're actually shrinking your brain, and therefore a smaller brain finds it harder to sleep. But if you could sleep, wouldn't you sleep? Like, you can't just make yourself
The
sleep.
problem with sleep, I mean, no, you can't just make yourself sleep, and sometimes you can't stop it. I mean, with the shift in the weather yesterday,
if you're awake, you're
I was
awake.
like falling asleep during the game, and I'm thinking that's wrong. But you know, I think that the problem with sleep is that it takes too much time.
It takes too much time.
I need to get stuff done.
I know, but
Can't
if
we
you
just have
sleep less than 7 or 8 hours a night, they're not sure if it's 7 or 8.
right? Because
We're not sure.
not sure.
Has been linked to cognitive decline, memory loss, and possibly even Alzheimer's.
That sounds like scientific studies. I have a scientific study for you.
What is that?
We finally have scientific proof that men are bigger idiots than women.
What?
Yep. In London over the weekend, science has finally proven what many women have long speculated to be true. Men really are the more idiotic sex. Have you ever heard of the Darwin Awards?
They give an award for that?
Oh yeah, the Darwin Awards. I mean, the most famous Darwin Award in all time is the guy who attached a whole bunch of helium balloons to his lounge chair, and up he went.
Oh, it means the people who did the stupidest things won the Darwin Award?
Right. And they've been doing Darwin Awards because it really is survival of the fittest. Since 1995, between 1995 and 2014, 282 nominees were men, while only 36 were women. 88.7% of the Darwin Awards have been handed out to men.
Well, I think
We
they
have
could have.
scientific proof.
They could just even go to the emergency room and, talk to the ER staff there. And the guys are like,
Yeah, but
watch this.
Yeah, but women, if your sentence starts with "watch this," you just might qualify for a Darwin Award of
and
your
men
own.
say that far more often than women do,
But
I'm
you can't
sure.
go to the emergency room and do a scientific study because women don't go because they're like, I gave live birth and there's no way I'm going to the doctor for this. So, and guys are like, I got a hangnail.
That's true. I
Yeah.
pulled a hangnail the other day.
Oh
You
my
should have
gosh.
seen the baby cry.
It bled.
You're not supposed to pull those.
Well,
That's,
what are you going to do?
Darwin Award.
If you
Pull a
don't pull
hangnail?
the hangnail, you're going to get jabbed every time you stick your hand in your pocket.
You don't have a cuticle nipper?
You did not just say cuticle and nip in the same time.
Is that what is it called? A cuticle?
Nope.
Cuticle cutter?
You know what?
Nipper? I don't know. What is it called?
That's the little brain talking. We're going to let you go. We'll be back after these messages on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Clipper, cuticle clipper.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366. People to people.
When you're diagnosed with a brain condition, it takes more than just a doctor to help you live the best life possible. Choose Colorado Neurological Institute's Neuro Health Center for all your neurorehabilitation needs. The Neuro Health Center is an outpatient neurorehabilitation clinic in Englewood, offering counseling, care navigation, speech, occupational, and physical therapy services, and all services are delivered in one location. Call today, 303-788-4010. That's 303-788-4010, or visit online at thecni.org.
You have a business and your business needs a phone system other than yourself. You have Perfect Cloud Solutions is the perfect answer to your phone system needs. Specializing in affordable voice over internet protocol phone systems, Perfect Cloud Solutions has exactly what you need. And best of all, it fits within your budget. Call today and stop sharing that one-line handheld unit in the office. 855-771-VoIP. That's 855-771-8647. Or check them out for yourself at perfectcloudsolutions.com. Perfect Cloud has your perfect phone solution.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. Who offers great customer service, and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
At highway speeds, the average text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. That's enough time to travel the length of a football field. Stop texts, stopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Laura Ingram, tomorrow morning at 8, here on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. How would you like $1 million?
Well, you know what? If you start when you're young and you're 20 and you start investing and you start putting money away, even
You're
if
a
it's
freak.
Little bit, you can actually reach your millions much, much sooner. But how many of us start saving that early and become that financially
No one.
set? I know, very, very few of us. Although,
I beg my children, I beg them. I literally beg them. Start saving today, because you will don't do like I did. Do what I say.
I actually have my daughter Lauren is begging me to get her Roth IRA started. She's
Really?
working now.
She's 21.
She knows. She's learned the lesson. She's read the book. She's been around us. We were late to the game, my husband and I, and we've talked about being late to the game. But it doesn't matter how old you are when you start planning for your financial future.
Oh, sure it does. If you're my age, you're hosed.
It's never too late. It's
What?
never too late to do something. I mean, you can continue to do nothing and you'll never be better off. But every little bit helps.
Okay.
Of course, reading through the AARP magazine, they
That's
talk
the
about,
Association of Super Old Folks.
is it too late once you've retired to still become a millionaire? And they give actually 3 different tips on how you can still become a millionaire.
Really?
Once you've
After
retired.
retirement?
After retirement.
Okay.
Yeah.
This I've got to hear.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you what the main thing, the 3 things are.
Yep.
Actually, there's 3 things, but we're going to obviously focus on one of them.
Okay.
One is starting a business.
Whoa. Time, park the car out.
Wait,
What?
Can I just get through the list and then you can come back and park the car?
Sure.
Okay. Starting a business, delaying Social Security, and buying real estate. Okay, so those are the 3 things.
Which one do you want to talk about?
Now, well, I wanted to talk about starting a business.
Me too.
Okay, you're like,
Retirement. You don't start a business after you go to the beach.
Okay.
What?
If your goal is to make $1 million and you didn't before you retired and you want to make $1 million, you're not going to do that sitting at the
65 years old. The last thing you need is the stress of starting your own business.
Are you
Cranking
kidding?
it up.
No. I mean, you think about this. Think about the people you know that are 65. You still got a lot of life in
Hold on
you.
for a second.
You don't want to be working for the corporate
Trying to
man.
think.
You retired.
Robert Grieve, is he 65? No.
Older,
your
younger?
husband? Your husband, is he 65? No. I don't know anybody 65.
You don't know anybody?
Charlie?
You don't know anybody?
Is Charlie 65? No.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. They say
They
Brave anyways.
does not. You do.
What?
We all do. Our day, you don't know.
I read a statistic in a newspaper today. It says chances are, if your grandparents didn't have children,
neither will you.
You read it too.
Yeah.
Nice.
We all still have, as long as we're alive today, we still have a lot of living.
So starting a business is going to make us $1 million.
Here's the quote. Here's why I liked this article. Starting a business is one of the oldest and surest ways to build wealth. Don't you like the sound of that? Starting a business, one of the oldest and surest ways to build wealth.
But if you are in your late 60s and you start a business, that means you have to make your $1 million in a decade.
Okay, but you could. You really could.
Can we?
We can.
What?
We can. The only thing is, we think we got plenty of time and we're slow and we're pokey. But the wisdom that comes once you've retired, you've learned a thing or two. You're not making the mistakes that we do as us young whippersnappers.
Oh, I like that.
So investing and believing in ourselves gives us the best chance for financial success. The surest path to wealth is through business ownership.
Okay.
They say not only can a business make people rich, but it allows them to spread the wealth. They can hire other people as part-time, inexpensive, reliable employees, as other retired folks who are just looking for, some more activity and purpose in life.
That's totally stress-free, hiring other people to do the job. What? We're business owners. We talk to business owners every day.
It's never too late to start a business. But here's why you're not going to become wealthy in your business.
You can't tell me that I'm not going to become wealthy.
Where the most of the wealth comes from is when you sell your business. And so there's where you're going to make your million. You're going to create a viable business concept, intellectual property, get it all off the ground, and then you're going to sell it. That's where you're going to make the money.
And let's just say,
you, Eric, are not planning to sell Experience Pros. Therefore, you're not going to make your million.
Oh. Nay.
Oh,
hold on for just a second. Because all you got to do to get my attention right back on the train tracks is tell me what I can't do
and what I won't do.
Yeah, you done gone.
He's like, oh,
you done gone.
Don't
crossed
tell me
the
that.
line.
I know. There's a little reverse psychology, and I learned that lesson long ago. When I really want Eric to do something, guess how I come to him?
Tell him don't do it.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing. Experience Pros.
We have 1 minute. How do I do this?
Experience Pros, the radio show, by which many of you, our listeners, know us, is but one part of our business. And of course, the other part of our business is public speaking. Another part of our business, the Extreme Customer Service Directory. And the Extreme Customer Service Directory, we are building with the intention to find a very wealthy interested party who will purchase that bad boy for all 50 states because guess what? The Fan Braggin Awards has a federal trademark.
Here's the thing is Alan Unger, who's the president of Critical Capital Management, agrees with you, Eric.
Yeah, because his name's Unger and it rhymes with younger.
He believes that a quest to become a millionaire after you retire is simply reckless.
Reckless.
He says somebody who is retired would be foolish to get rich now. He says that we want it because of the well-being of dependents that we'll leave behind, but he says it's like a financial nightmare. It's quite odd to have somebody retired with this objective, and that most people, once they're retired, are thinking about bigger things than money. They achieve their retirement goals and overall happiness on less money. Buying whatever the million was supposed to do might not actually make you happy. Rich but unhappy is a failure.
Can I just qualify? Because Unger is a real buzzkill. I just want to say this.
But he agreed with you.
No, kind of. Mm-hmm. Here's really where I'm
In fact, he kind of said the same thing you did.
Not exactly.
Buzzkill.
I'm not a buzzkill.
I'm just saying you said he was, but he said the same thing you said.
I am the voice of every man.
Therefore, if he said the same thing that you said and you said he's a buzzkill, that means you are.
88% of us are idiots.
Are idiots.
But I want to just tie this in here because I do believe this. I think it's really important. $1 million is not a lot of money. I mean, really.
It's just a phrase.
No. I know what it is.
Phrase.
I know what it is, but I want to say it's not a lot of money because it's still achievable. And it's achievable by you, and it could even be achievable by you in this next couple of years. I mean, it's something that you can strive for. We talked to Jayne Sanders in our first hour, and she told us of a woman who, once she realized her purpose, went out and in one weekend brought in $28,000. That is the closest to getting to $1 million that I've heard of in a long time. You can do it. We can do it. We are doing it. And be inspired.
Just be inspired. You can do whatever you want. Doesn't matter how old you, where you are in life. But I'm curious, Eric, based on that Darwin thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything that would constitute being nominated for a Darwin Award?
I certainly have, and here's what I did. I actually...
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432, NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
Ladies, the holidays are here, and with them come those extra 10 pounds that we'd rather not talk about. Stop setting the scale back and start by making a great decision. You need New Year's solutions, not resolutions. You need Dr. Brandy McCann's with PrettySexyWeightLoss.com. Your body is amazing, and Dr. Brandy can help you learn to love how you feel, how you look, and what your body can really do. Your best decision is to call Dr. Brandy right now. 707-888-9080. That's 707-888-9080. Or visit online at PrettySexyWeightLoss.com.
Everyone wins when you partner with Mary Beth Stencil and her Paid to Save network. Put your daily deals on the Paid to Save app for free and start making money every time someone clicks on your offer. You only pay when somebody pays you. What a great idea. And you can start making money today. No one will know of your offer until you list it, so get going right now. Visit paidtosave.com/MarriedBeth. That's paid, the number 2, save.com/MaryBeth. Or call Mary Beth right now at 303-268-5506. That's 303-268-5506. Get paid to save and start making money today.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Man, I love this music, but you know something? What else I love? I love Fleetwood Mac. I went and saw the show. Oh my gosh.
Well, you're just like full of descriptive words.
Sometimes the words are not necessary because
I can't articulate. I know what I want to.
Lindsey Buckingham has one of the weirdest guitar strums I've ever seen. He hits strings on the down stroke, so it looks like he's just kind of going like this, but he's hitting individual strings as he goes.
Okay, so for the listeners,
oh
who
come
have
on,
no
you know
clue
what I
he
mean?
just did,
On the
he's going
downstroke.
like this, but he's really doing that.
Downstroke.
And
You
he's
know
like,
what I'm
and
saying?
he's like tickling his belly.
Right. But it's actually the guitar he's tickling. And he did a guitar solo that I've been taking pictures and I've been shooting videos of the show the entire time. And the one thing that I really should have captured, because it was historic, was I was so far into it. I was like, oh my gosh. And he killed.
Again,
the Pepsi
totally
Center.
descriptive. Like we can
You
totally
know
feel like we're
what
there.
I mean.
I don't actually. I was hoping you would be a little more descriptive.
Rock and
so we
roll
could, like,
history.
what do you call that?
Shredded it.
Theater of the mind.
I've watched
and you're
Phil
giving me
Keaggy, who
nothing.
is arguably one of the best guitar players ever in the history of guitar players. I've seen Eric Clapton, another one of the top guitar players. Let me tell you something. Lindsey Buckingham has a place in that category.
So says Eric, but none of us can appreciate like where you coming from. Give me something. Give me theater of the mind. Like take me there. Like what happened?
You're stealing my whole Fleetwood Mac moment.
All right.
What do you got?
Well, I got nothing.
Come on.
I got nothing but
Come on.
All right, here, let me try and do an Eric moment. You want to save big. You want to help cut costs. Benjamin Franklin said a penny saved is a penny earned. And don't you feel like you're ready to save some money over the winter
Aside
time?
from the fact that only dogs can hear you right now, that was awesome. You should do more of that.
I won't be able to speak in about 10 minutes of what I just did to my throat.
Right?
All
That's
right,
all right. Charlie's got his banana for you.
Here's some safe tips on saving and conserving energy and dollars during the winter. A couple things that you can do.
Conserving energy and dollars.
Yeah, change the filters on your furnace.
You should do that every 6 months or year as the time goes by.
This says 3 months.
Or 3 months.
3 months, Eric. 3. It saves you, 4 to 6% on your heating costs. Dang. It's like, I'm gonna do a lot with that.
I think thou dost mocketh me.
You think? How about this? Oh gosh, I'm gonna cry.
I hope so.
Using a slow cooker typically consumes only a penny or two of electricity per hour.
Right.
So use your slow cooker, your crock pot, or your rice cooker.
Your rice cooker, and you can slow cook in 25 minutes.
Because it's only a penny. Oh, and if it's only 25, then you're like half a penny.
Right.
Gosh, this is good stuff.
25 minutes of fraction.
This is like Hall of Fame stuff. Fragrant draft detectors. You can place a lit,
I'll give you a
smoky
fragrant draft. Here, pull my finger.
incense stick near a window, or place Eric near a window, and if the smoke moves, you have a leak. Seal it with caulking. How much is?
It's pretty funny, actually.
It isn't that funny.
It's pretty funny.
Apparently this magazine, AARP, goes to people in warmer weather than Colorado because
Well, what do you think? They're all in Florida.
If you need to install an inexpensive solar pool cover to make sure that your pool is still usable during the wintertime, helps heat the water for free and reduces the loss through evaporation. It makes the pool chemicals last longer.
So I live on the third floor.
I need a pool.
I live on the third floor of an apartment complex.
That's the problem.
I live on the third floor of an apartment complex, and I'm thinking about bringing a hot tub up to my. Is that possible? Will they let me do that?
You're asking me what your apartment's going to let you do? How would I know?
I could install
What do I look like?
solar
The
pool
apartment
panel.
rule maker? Policy maker for your
You're
apartment
the
complex?
everything else in my life policy maker. Can't
about
do this. Don't do that. You can't date her. Don't do that.
Try the money challenge.
Every day.
For extra cash, set aside $1 the first week of the year, $2 the next week, $3 the third week.
And by the time you're done, you'll have your 1 million pennies.
Well, $1,378.
1 million pennies. I told you.
Yeah. Pennies. Penny saved. It's penny
It's
earned.
actually 1.3 million pennies.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I think you should do it in pennies. I think you should collect your money in pennies. I'm going to start paying you in pennies.
I used to do. Oh, you are not.
I think that would be fun.
You know what?
I think, and it would be easier.
So yeah, I go in to cash my pennies instead of my check, and they're like, "Eric, you brought 7 today. That's so good."
Penny saved is penny earned.
Yeah.
That's going to be my Hall of Fame motto. It was so good. I saved a penny.
You're kind of sassy today.
Am I?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, there were some other things on here, but
Let's get them.
get them
Yeah, let's talk about them.
up in smoke. It says you're supposed to install an inflatable chimney balloon that costs $50 to keep warm air from escaping up the chimney when your fireplace is not in use.
Yeah, there's only one problem with that.
Mm.
Boom!
Yeah, you forget to take it out.
Right?
when you light
And if
your-
it doesn't heat it up, guess what's happening? You got smoke in your house.
in the house, that would be bad.
By the
See, I
way,
think that would be bad.
If it's moving towards the window and I'm standing there, that means you have
Did
a
you
trap.
know that you could insulate your windows by misting them with water? And who would do this? This is like the people that wrap their sofas in plastic. Apply a piece of bubble wrap to the pane, bubble side against the glass, and the wrap sticks all winter and peels off, and you can cut heat loss from an insulated window in half.
And
But
you can't see through the window,
wrap
and it looks like you got a bubble wrap on your glass.
window all winter long.
Sometimes saving money just isn't all that it's cracked up to be.
Oh my God.
Interesting stuff from the Association of Old People, Super Old People magazine.
But you know what? Here's the thing is, I know. I think my mom would read this and go, honey, that's a good idea. Bring home some bubble wrap from work.
Your
and let's
mom
put it on
has
the
been reading
window
that magazine for at
for
least
years. And yeah, I think she
I was
thinks
gonna
that's
say
a great
weeks.
idea.
Uh-huh.
That would be, I could see my mom totally trying
Is
that.
your mom old enough to have that magazine? Barely.
If my husband is, don't you think my mother would be?
Not necessarily. Somebody robbed the cradle.
Enough of you.
All right.
Enough of you.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to healthier topics.
You think so?
Mhm.
All right. Folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. We've got Dr. Amanda Jones from Healthsource Chiropractic of Highlands Ranch West, and she's going to rock your world and possibly crack my neck.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experienced Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Ugh. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out extremerelationshipmanagement.com for their next event. extremerelationshipmanagement.com.
Your largest asset is your home, and when your home needs help, Hocoa Denver is your best friend. The Homeowners Club of America provides AAA service, promptly matching your service requests with approved contractors, and then following up to guarantee the job was done right. Utilities, appliances, remodeling, painting, from bricks to fencing, floors to patios, Hocoa has you covered. Become a member for the equivalent of only $4 a month. $4! Hocoa, serving homeowners with care. Sign up today, 303-906-2643. That's 303-906-2643. 43.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals. And if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out. And if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Braggin Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
Laura, tomorrow morning at 8 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Hey, you remember this old adage? Step on a crack, break your mama's back. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Step all you want. We've got the answer for broken backs.
For broken backs, well, how about some stuff with your spine? We've got Dr. Amanda Jones of Healthsource Chiropractic in Highlands Ranch. She's actually been working with professional athletes to improve their sports performance, and she just opened up a brand new location in Highlands Ranch. Brand new business owner. We're so excited to have Dr. Amanda Jones in the studio with us. Hi, Amanda.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Dr. Jones.
Dr.
Hi, Dr.
Jones.
I'm going to have you point right there.
Dr. Jones sounds like Indiana Jones, and I don't know about that. But let me ask you this, because I started off with a stereotype, and the reason I did is because I want to ask you about it. Mm-hmm. I don't think people really understand what a chiropractic adjustment is and entails, and most people think it's just a crack of the neck and a crack of the back, and it's all over and done with, and that is not the case, is it?
Well, there's many types of chiropractic adjustments, and what we focus on is realigning the bones in the spine, because if that is out of alignment, it really puts stress on everything from the muscles to the joints to the ligament capsules around the joints, including the nervous system as well. So we really want to make sure that everything surrounding that is back up into par, so you're in alignment.
We're talking about overall health issues, though, right? Correct. I mean, some of these things that show up symptomatically that we go to see traditional or non-traditional practitioners are all associated with the spine, right?
There's a lot of conditions with the spine that can relate to anything that's going on in your body. Remember, your nervous system is the most important system in your entire body, and it controls everything. So, and what is protecting the nervous system?
I don't know the answer to this.
Your spine, your spinal column.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. You know, you think of, okay, I hurt my back hurts, or my neck hurts. That's, I think, pretty common when you think I need to go visit the chiropractor. But if we're talking about our whole nervous system, what other symptoms might we have that should trigger I should go get an adjustment?
Well, that's great, because a lot of times people do have neck pain and low back pain, and that's really what gets them into the office. And that's where we start, is with the pain. But we want to make sure people understand that it's not just about getting you out of pain, it's also maintaining the spine, so you're maintaining your health long term.
And these things present themselves as right?
Again, he's like a man of words.
No,
I'm just going to talk to you, Angel.
No, I'm talking about, you see, because what? How do you know if you need a Dr. Amanda? You start grunting on the radio, Angel.
I was mimicking you, kiddo.
Right, sure.
All right. So a lot of times it is pain that we'll live with symptoms for so long until we are in just so much pain we can't work, and then we finally call the doctor and say, "Fix me today."
Right, and that's the funniest thing, because I love helping people. That's one of the biggest reasons why I do what I do. Sometimes it takes time. It takes more than just one or two adjustments, unfortunately, and it's been building up for time and time, and then you have to get more than one adjustment.
And so how often can you come in for an adjustment? I mean, to me, sometimes you hear some of this stuff and I think, well, should I be doing that every day?
You can get adjusted every day, and there are occasions and conditions where I would recommend someone getting adjusted every day. But as you start to improve, as you start to get better, No, it's how your body reacts. It depends on how, what you do during your life. So if you're doing something like you're sitting around all day, that's going to be different than someone who's out doing construction. So it depends on really what you need.
All right, Dr. Amanda, let's ask another question. How young can chiropractic go down to helping? I mean, you talk about we present with pain, but really chiropractic is one of those preventative and proactive practices, is it not? And so can you help a small child?
That's a great question. And the youngest person I have adjusted is a month old.
It's what?
Yes.
Okay,
They weren't presenting with pain.
Yeah.
No. They were presenting with irritable bowel syndrome, or not irritable bowel, but they weren't digesting and they weren't going to the bathroom. So we worked on adjusting pelvis. And one of the biggest traumas for young kids and babies is going through the birth canal.
Sure.
So that's one of the biggest traumas. So obviously an adult adjustment and a child and infant adjustment do not look anything alike because they're so much easier to get back into position. So real easy, real gentle, and super safe.
Wow, I would have never even thought of that. And so, I think a lot of times, we want to just pop a pill. Amanda, something hurts, something doesn't feel good, and it just seems quicker and easier to take some type of a pain medication. And yet the pain is still going to be there. It's not going away. Really, we could just go pop our back. Can I say that? It's probably not a phrase you would use, is it?
I wouldn't use that, but that's okay. I know what you mean, Angel.
Come in for
Get an
something
adjustment.
long term. All right, so Amanda, what do you love? What do you just love about now being a chiropractor in your own location?
I love helping people. That's really that's really what I love to do, is just help people. Seeing people progress from being in pain and not really healthy to their spines are getting better, they're holding their adjustments, and they're feeling better, and they're able to do what they value in life. They can get back to their hobbies, they can get back to their kids, they can get back to their grandkids, or whatever it is they want to do.
Dr. Jones, you are located in my neighborhood. Tell our listeners where you're located and how they can contact you.
Well, I'm located on the corner of Highlands Ranch Parkway and Broadway, right in the town center there, right next to Safeway, in between the Safeway and the UPS.
Yeah.
And my phone number at the office is 720-446-5577.
Give that phone number again.
720-446-5577.
So we can make an appointment by calling them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. And what are your hours?
My hours are from 8:30 in the morning until 6 p.m. in the evening. And I am open Fridays from 8 to noon.
Nice.
Very
Very,
nice.
very nice. All right. Now, you also specialize in spinal curve correction and rehabilitation. Is that from like sitting over our computers all day? Are we messing with our spinal
Or are we
curve?
talking scoliosis?
Both. So people have scoliosis, and then towards the normal wear and tear of our daily life, especially with sitting at the computer or sitting at the TV,
right,
or driving a car or sitting, just doing a whole lot of sitting is really detrimental, and we're seeing that a lot now. We tend to hunch over, our head goes forward, and that puts a lot of stress on the spine, the muscles, and the spinal cord as well. So we really want to make sure that we're maintaining that proper posture. So we have to get you back into that normal posture and then keep you there.
Can you do that? Can you get us back in if we come in for an adjustment where our behavior is we're always hunched forward, we're always kind of looking down at our smartphones and down at our computers. We come in for our adjustment, we get back, but then during the week we go right
Old
back.
habits.
How do you get us to stay there?
And by the way, I'm getting close to the AARP age, which means I've been doing it for a long time.
That's a great question. So a lot of times adjustment does the initial getting the bones moving again and getting
Right.
everything aligned. The next thing we have to do is strengthen the bones or strengthen the muscles around the spine. So we're holding that adjustment longer, and we do specific exercises to restore that. And we do recommend that you do them on a regular basis, even at home.
All right, so you're doing some
Homework.
some
Yes,
adjustments and working out in addition to your visit to keep those muscles stronger. Again, how do we make an appointment with Healthsource Highlands Ranch?
Well, give us a call at 720-446-5577, and we'd be happy to take care of you.
That's 720-446-5577. Also, a proud member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can just search for chiropractic, and there you are.
Yep.
Okay,
Love
he's like all about noises and sounds.
He is very
today.
noisy.
Charlie won't give me my sound effects
Do
machine.
people come in, Amanda, and while you're adjusting them, are they moaning and groaning?
At times, yes.
And they're like, oh, yeah.
That was it. That was the one.
But they always walk out being, helped and moving in the right direction and moving. I guess we could have stopped the sentence right there.
Yeah, moving.
Yeah. All right. I love it. Dr.
Amanda wants to invite you to join her on the road to healthy living. Make sure 2015 includes your healthy living plan. Healthsource, Highlands Ranch West.com. Give her a call at 720-446-5577. You can also find her on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Amanda, was there anything else we wanted to share today?
That was great. Thank you so much for having me, Angel and Eric.
It is our privilege. Thank you for being a proud member of the directory. We know that we can trust sending people to you, and we love that. Folks, don't go anywhere because look at the time. They say time flies when you're having fun. We've had so much fun today that coming up is our last segment. Find out what we're going to talk about by staying tuned.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
It's the Winter Wonder event going on now at McDonald Volvo. Experience the safety features Volvo is known for at 0% interest for 72 months. You've pictured a brand new car? Now it's time to own it. Call Will Roughton at 303-738-4803 and he'll have your car waiting. And to help you out even more during the holiday season, Volvo will make your first payment for you. Yes, first payment plus 0% financing. And you can drive your new Volvo home today. Will Roughton is the go-to guy for the Experience Pros radio show, and he's ready to get you behind the wheel of your brand new Volvo. Visit McDonald Volvo at 6100 South Broadway in Littleton or online at mcdonaldvolvo.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I'm inviting you to sign up for the 2015 Success Unleashed Summit coming up in January. Take 2 days and put together a strategy to transform your life. You'll create a vision for your business and for your personal life, and you'll leave with a step-by-step plan for your entire year. The Success Unleashed Summit is January 16th and 17th at the Marriott in Lone Tree. When you sign up this month, the price is only $199, so register online at infinitenation.com and make that change you're ready for.
You need more customers, and you need to keep the ones you already have. List That Save My Business is your answer to gaining and retaining clients without cold calling or chasing cold leads. Do business with people who like you and who already trust you. List That Save My Business is the book with easy-to-use checklists to bring more of the right customers into your sales process. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business from Amazon.com. These lists will save your business. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business today and grow your business the Experience Pros way.
The Dana Show, tonight at 7 on KLZ 560.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show, right here on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Oh my gosh, we're having so much fun here in the studio today. And, you really brought it today, Angel. I mean, you got your Association of Super Old Folks magazine, and this has spawned some really great conversation.
We can completely relate to the topics in the AARP magazine.
Which is very interesting to me because I remember when 50 was old.
Yeah, and it isn't anymore.
Oh,
We're just
better
really
not
kind of
be.
coming into our own, right? If you ever watched the movie Hello, Dolly, one of my favorite lines was Walter Matthau. And he said, a man's not worth nothing until he's 40.
Oh.
We just pay him wages to make mistakes until then.
Oh,
And
my favorite line was, frankly, Miss Scarlet.
that's a different movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
what's your favorite line in Hello, Dolly?
Hello, Dolly. Hello, Dolly.
It's
Yes.
like-
Hello, Dolly.
All right, so I went somewhere over the weekend.
Yep.
Had to parallel park. Is that what that's called?
Uh-huh.
You okay?
Is that what that's called? When was the last time you had to A, drive, B, park, and C, parallel? Is that what when you put it between those two cars on the curb? Is that what that's called?
I will have you know.
Yeah.
Did it in first try. I didn't have to come in and out and do like an 80-point
Did
turn.
you go forward and then back into it,
Uh-huh.
or did you go forward nose in?
No, I did it the where you line yourself up with the driver's side, the steering wheel with the car in front of you and
Yeah.
come back.
Okay, so you actually parallel parked.
Isn't that what I said?
Yes.
Okay. I asked you if that was what that was
Well,
called.
that's the thing. You didn't know what it was called because I was wondering if you nosed in, because most people try to nose in because they're afraid of
Oh,
parallel
no,
parking.
that's not parallel parking.
All
That's
right.
just pulling in.
Right.
To the side, to a side parking
Okay,
spot.
so you were parallel parking.
Okay, so parallel parking, one, haven't done in a long time.
Right.
Two, the car that I had to line up with
Yeah.
was a Tesla.
Oh,
I was a little nervous about that.
Let's get to number 3 and 4. Did you hit them, and is the insurance involved?
No, I didn't even come close, but I was a little nervous about that. And now they've got the cars, they do that.
Cars do
They do a lot of things these days.
Hey, listen, we've got an affinity for a McDonald Volvo, McDonaldVolvo.com. And if you're buying a car, you need to know this next list of things.
We're going to talk about some technology that's being included in cars these days.
It's amazing.
But leading the way, revolutionary in safety for years has been McDonald Volvo. They're having their Wonder of Winter event going on through the end of the month. They're going to make your first car payment, 0% financing for 72 months. Great deals on brand new cars.
And if you buy one, you can ask about my rack.
They'll throw in a free bike or ski rack at McDonald Volvo, 6100 South Broadway. All right, so here's some essential things to have in technology these days in our cars. Remember when it was all about cup holders and speakers?
And whether or not you have to use the handle to roll down the windshield.
Yeah, and you'd have,
window.
the entertainment center in the back for the kids.
Yeah.
And I would always get in and want to know, could I unbuckle my seatbelt with my thumb? Because I have fingernails and need to be able to do a side thumb thing.
We all have fingernails.
Long fingernails.
Oh, sorry.
Longer than that.
All right.
All right, so blind spot monitoring.
Absolutely essential.
Essential to have. Sensors that keep an eye on the blind spots. I mean, those are frightening.
Every car has them. Some cars have bigger blind spots than others. I remember I used to drive, my favorite car of all time was the Honda Ridgeline, and yet it had big blind spots.
Big blind spots, and that's just frightening. So sensors that peer up and down the street for traffic before you pack out.
How about those backup cameras? They're becoming far more normal. They're coming standard on most cars. I think they're especially because I don't have the mobility. I'm going to have to talk to Dr. Amanda Jones.
If you haven't been to a chiropractor,
Right.
you can't check your blind spots and look behind you to make sure that your space is clear
Just
before you
look at
back
your
out.
video game console. I mean, your blind spot.
Your blind spot.
Backup
Yeah.
monitor.
So they are actually, all new cars are going to have backup cameras by 2018. All cars
Brilliant.
will have it because it's essential to have. Collision avoidance system.
These are the things that while you're not looking because you're checking your voicemail or texting, the car is looking for you. And if something happens and the car in front of you starts to slow down, your car senses it and applies the brakes so that you
It can actually bring your car to a complete stop.
Even though your foot's on the gas pedal.
Isn't that frightening?
No, it's smart.
But amazing, right? How about lane departure warning and lane centering warning? So if you're drifting out of your lane.
Yeah, well, back in the day when I was married, which may be why I'm not any longer, I would try to go to sleep while my wife would tour. You know, we're touring the country, and I always woke up into a sheer panic and terror because you hear this sound.
Yeah. Where do they still do that?
Yes, they do, because some people don't have this new technology. But listen,
Well, we
your
don't have
car
that
can
here.
sense the lanes. No, we don't, because Colorado doesn't care to warn their people.
You know, when we were teaching our kids to drive, one of the fun things we would take them on a road trip.
Yeah.
And when you get out of Colorado, they've got these sensors on the road, these little light sensors in the middle of the lanes, and it kind of helps you just see the lanes better and keep to your lane, because that's
all
one
to
of the
keep you
lessons
safe.
you have to learn is staying in your lane. Okay, so here are some things. So those were the essentials, the essentials kit.
Right.
Love and food and shelter.
What about
Here's some
options?
Useful but optional. Heads up displays.
Those are so cool. You're in like a fighter plane, and on your windshield comes up dash information that's critical for you, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road. You actually see through it.
Inflatable seat belts that cushion the torso during
What
a
you
crash.
talking about, Willis?
Inflatable seat belts, they're coming.
So your seatbelts are going to have airbags?
Yeah, I guess so. Self-parking. Hey, why isn't that in the essential to have? I think that's becoming essentials. Parallel parking. It will do it for you. I think that would be so cool.
It is really cool. I've never actually used it or been a part of it, but I watch it on TV, and that is really cool.
Adaptive cruise control. Sensors detect traffic ahead and match your speed, which right now cruise control is just set.
So if you've got adaptive cruise control and you've got lane departure warning on it and collision avoidance on it and your backup parking system with your blind spot monitor, you literally can now set the autopilot and go back and make yourself a sandwich in the back of the car.
Almost. Here's some handy indulgences coming out in cars. Heated steering wheels. Actually, they already have that.
Do they?
Yeah, they have that.
It's
yeah.
nice. I prefer the heated bun warmers.
I have that in my car. I love
you
that.
do.
I like that a lot. But heated steering wheel would be a good one too.
Yep.
Built-in Wi-Fi hotspots let you surf.
Chevy came out with the very first one.
And hands-free liftgate release and trunk release. Where you just kind of stick your foot under the
Ford
under
came
thing
out with
and
the
it
first of
opens it
those.
up all by itself. There's some cool stuff coming out in cars these days. It's not like just buying,
It's not.
What was your first car?
My first car, well, that's an interesting story because it was going to be an AMC Gremlin, 1973 AMC Gremlin. And I fixed it up and I worked on it for 6 months and they were going to give it to me when I turned 16. And then when I was 15 and 11 months old, I fixed it up so well that my parents sold it. So I got the hand-me-down Chevy Vega. And I'd
So
rather
my
not
first
talk
car,
about
my official first car, on my 16th birthday, my parents gave me the keys to a Volkswagen Bug.
You had a Bug?
Officially.
Aren't those
Manual?
Yeah, those are
so
stick
didn't know
shift.
how to drive it, so couldn't drive it home. Didn't learn how to drive it. My dad, because it was so efficient in its gas and all that, my dad actually used it. Never learned how
He
to.
bought it for himself, the hippie.
He never learned how to drive it, so I actually never. It was my first car. It was given to me as my birthday present, but it ended up being my dad's commuting car to and from work. And then my first car was a Chevy Monza that I had to
Chevy
have.
Monza.
I had to have a cushion that was like 9 inches thick.
Yeah.
To
A phone
sit in
book,
it.
right? A booster seat.
Yeah, and then a seat cover over it so you couldn't see the seat cushion because
Right.
I couldn't reach the pedals and see up. It was
Chevy Monza tank.
It
And by the way,
was.
did you know it's the same engine as the Chevy Vega?
Was it?
Yeah.
So we practically had the same car.
Well, I had a Chevy Monza.
Oh, I had a Chevy Monza.
I had a Vega, and then I graduated.
Automatic,
a
nothing.
Chevy
I
Monza.
think in that car.
Yeah, it was a tank.
It was in 225 on the spillway.
Really?
Yeah, this is where I learned rule number 1 in driving: you cannot go faster than the car in front of you.
That is a good rule to live by. What is a spillway?
In front of the dam.
You watch your foul mouth.
The dam road.
Oh my
The
gosh,
Cherry Creek Dam Road.
that is the best
The
damn road I've
spillway?
ever seen.
I know. My husband wanted to have a hamburger stand there and call it the best damn hamburger stand.
I think he should. Well, we've got to wrap this up today. We want to say thank you on behalf of Charlie, our producer, Angel, myself, and the Association for Super Old Folks magazine that has been the color for today's commentary. And we want to invite you to come on back and tune in again tomorrow, where we will have more fun and positive business talk. You are listening to Angel and Eric on the most positive business talk show in America.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Hi, my name is Christina Allen. My father became